I knew you'd be back to see me, obviously. Um, Today we are reviewing a Netflix movie called Love at First Sight. Two strangers meet on a plane, separate, and hopefully, we will see that they come back together. We're looking to see, is this going to be the typical dynamic? Is it going to be something deeper, or is it just going to be another feel good movie? Who knows? But welcome to Ridunculoso. Definitely enter at your own risk, and remember, no victims are allowed. Time to see is the popcorn popping, because the pops don't lie.
I finally got
All right, today, Nae-Nae, this is all you.
Ooh.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it, Nae-Nae? Are you ready for it? Tell them what you got up in store for them for today. Go for it.
Today we have a movie called Love at First Sight. From should I just give you like an overrun of it starting off?
Yeah, give us the high point, play by play, so I can fully
Okay.
immerse myself in the false romance that they put out.
Anyway, ladies, so from the description, it's a little different from the movie because the description describes it as two strangers meet on a plane, then kind of get separated. You know, the typical trope. I I started watching it expecting it to be like, oh, they separate, try to find a way back to each other. It was definitely different than what I was expecting. In my opinion, it was more so of a healing type movie than a romance type thing. Cause okay, so they meet on a plane. It's this narrator lady that kind of pops up throughout the movie as different characters and everything. And she started off saying this is not a love story, it's fate, but it's pretty much depending on who you asking. So I was like, okay, you can take it both ways. It's fate, all right. God. Anyway, so they meet and they kind of you kind of sense that both of them are kind of going through their own personal things that they don't really want to open up too much about, but they can open up enough to get the answers they want. So he's like this. Okay, so he is very structured. He needs to calculate everything. He goes by straight statistics. Very logical dude. She's kind of like free spirited. She just kind of go with the flow. Still trying to figure her life out. Whatever. Opposites attract type of story. um, but it was kind of sweet because she was on her way to a wedding and he was on his way to his mother's memorial party. Like she's dying from cancer. So she wanted to have a party before she died type of thing. Like a pre-funeral type. I thought that was a good idea, by the way. And so, you see in her lifestyle, she's dealing with like the divorce thing with her dad. Her dad is getting remarried. So she's kind of, she want to hate the girl, but you can't because she's so adorable. The wife is like, awesome. And she, but she still kind of got this inner hatred, which I feel like that kind of what made her chaotic. And the dude, the structured guys, like basically, I think he kind of taught her to just kind of be more open and just straightforward. Like just ask him, like, bro, talk about it, And he's very logical. So him dealing with his mother, he can't calculate because she had cancer and then she beat it and then it came back. So that's why he's like, he doesn't know how to let go and just kind of let, life happen. Because he's like, you could just do medical care. And she's like, what, and be sick for the next 6 months and die type thing. He's just like, it don't matter, I got you. So he's dealing with letting go. So I kind of liked it. Both of them had to deal with letting go in their own ways. Like she had to accept a new beginning. He had to accept the end. It was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So of course they separate. They got each other number, but the bag and thing they separated. Cool. So we see her life. Okay, the daddy's perfect and he's nice, and she's still mad about mom. Then we see his life. His family is perfect. The whole family been together and in love since forever. So you know what I'm saying? It's the opposites attract. Typical type of movie. Wasn't a lot of romance. It was more so healing. So, if you have any childhood trauma or daddy issues or anything or dealing with loss, this would be a perfect type of movie. Like I feel like the fact that they're two strangers, it's like how you would talk to a stranger. They don't know anything about your family. They don't know anything about you. So they can literally just see from your point of view and help fix it from there. So yeah, overall, she finally asked the dad, she's like, why didn't you fight for us? Like, bro, you're happy.
Gosh, not that BS. Not
you know
that
me.
BS.
I was like,
it's the father's fault. it's once again, it's the father fault.
Yeah, she like, you didn't fight for us. Like, what do you mean? Because at the wedding, I told her he's a stranger, so she like, I gotta go, and she went to go see him, and he like, how about you mind your own business? You a girl I met on a plane. She like, oh my god, yeah. She left her bag, So the remember the narrator woman I was telling you about? She was like, she kind of had to step in. She like, bro, she forgot her bag. Wink, wink, like. And so he like, I'll think about it. So she went to go meet a stranger. Then she got lost, and she called him, Daddy, I'm lost. I'm like, how?
Wait,
So you just
wait. How did that? Okay, I'm trying to make sure I get this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now you say he was going to see his sick grandma, right?
Sick mother, his mother.
Sick mother. Okay. Now what was she doing again?
She was going to her father's wedding because he was getting remarried. And mind you, he said they haven't
I
talked
want
in
to
like
make sure I understand this. Okay. So it's kind of like you said, he done moved on with his life, have a better life. So she is going to the wedding, but it's like you say, it's more like healing. It isn't so much you're going to the wedding really because to celebrate, but to kind of, get answers that she was looking for.
Yeah, she was searching for answers. And the fact that she keep letting her phone die and breaking it, and
I've seen so many ladies with their phone down. I swear I don't get it.
Man, let me tell you, we don't be thinking about that thing half the time. But girl, I'm like, you're on a plane. And mind you, the only reason she met the dude is because she was late for her plane. Like I said, he's very structured on time. I kid you not, she's like the carefree, chaotic character. Like she don't know what's going on. I don't know, but she remember the divorce, but can't remember to charge her phone. But okay.
Wait. Oh, you talking about when you talking the divorce? You mean her parents or?
Yeah, her parents divorced and everything.
No. See, she remember the one side of it, which was usually is her mother's side. But as it comes now, she's going, like you said, with the dad is like, okay. But yeah, get on to it with the dad. What she said when she talking about you didn't fight for us. I want to know.
Boy. Well, mind you, see, the whole plan was to have this book that her dad gave her, and she just gonna return it without reading it to prove a point.
Wait. So when did he give her the book?
When she was a kid, he left her a book to read and stuff, and she never read it. So she was gonna go to the wedding to like basically prove a point, like, "Oh, I'm done with you," type thing. But she got there and saw the wife was like awesome, and like the daddy was genuinely happy. And daddy was like, "Can we have a father-daughter dance?" And it's fun. It's fine, sure. I'm like, let it go. You want to hate them so bad. As a woman, I get it. You want to hate them, but it's really no reason to hate them. So I guess that's why she was so conflicted, because she's like, it's not my place, but at the same time, like, you're just gonna be happy, really?
Did they say anything about her mother? Like,
no, that was it. They didn't really talk too much about her mom.
Okay. It was just for her, growing up and not having the dad there, and like you said, he more than likely would cut out his life. But we know usually it's not so much from the father than it is from perhaps probably the mother. But they didn't go. They go into, like you said, she's just angry with him. And now, like you say, now in this picture, like I said, to get the healing and closure, he now had to explain to her, kind of like you said, what happened.
Yeah, because from the way it sounded like he left the mom for the woman he's marrying now. So that's why she's so.
Because that was years later.
That's what he said. Because so after the divorce, he didn't talk to her for like a whole year. So this wedding was like the first time he talked to her in like a year. So yeah, like you said.
So she was like, but she's grown now. She couldn't got the book. That means he left her like over 10 years ago.
No, she was grown when he left her the book. Uncle Peanut, I kid you. This girl she from the way it sounded like she graduated and everything, because she like, I still don't know what college I want to go. She was grown. So
her parents virtually just broken. Not that I'm thinking, my mind was thinking it was when she was a child and he left and she. So
no.
So that's what it is. So basically, they got her the book, because to me in this case, she got to get out. She could have just talked to her mom. So it seems like you said she just blamed the father because he got a divorce. But once again, like I said, the kid not really like looking just the narrative of that the men is always even. So she just took that immediate dad just left us without trying to really understand like what's going on between you and mom, like what happened. Then, like you said, he tried to talk and she didn't want to talk. So a whole year. So now she, like you said, then he still wanted to have some close relationship, invited her to the wedding to come.
Ask for a father-daughter dance. Yes. He literally trying to like make up for, like, he's like, bro. So after she got lost and everything, she like, Daddy, can you find me? I'm lost. So he left the reception. What they were to like right about to go to the reception. He still abandoned that to come get her to prove like, I love you type thing. So he pulled up on her, sat down. She was like, why didn't you fight for us? And I ain't gonna lie, the writing was awesome with the daddy explanation because he didn't go too much into, oh, your mother did that. He kept her in a child place. Like, I mean, that's how love is. Like, because she like, you probably think I'm crazy because I wanted to go see this guy. And he was like, no, I just think that's love. Like, I didn't plan on falling for her.
She wanted the guy that she met in the airport.
Yeah, he
she wanted to go and see.
They both traveled to the same place.
So, but like you said, but during his wedding, like you said, was she trying to go and see this guy on her free time? Like, oh, I just want to go and see him since like I don't have to be important in the wedding event.
Yeah, it was after the vows and it wasn't until 8:00 until the reception.
I'm sure her father wouldn't have like. You gotta
he was just like, where are you going? She's like, I'll be back. And he's like, all right, yeah. Okay. So she just went to go meet the random dude that she met on a plane. And that's when she walked in on the memorial party, like, oh, you going through something. He's like, why are you okay? But yeah, so the dad
did he invite her? Wait, okay, so when she said she was going to see him, how did she know where because he probably told her some of the things, and she just showed up.
Okay, see, like they traded phone numbers before they got separate. Yeah. I don't know nothing about airports, but they got separated when they got off.
Different terminals they had to go. I'm with you.
Yeah. So
but they shared their numbers with each other.
Yeah, but after they shared the number, this girl dropped her phone.
That's when you talking about.
That's why I kept saying chaotic. So it fell, and she had to recharge it, and it finally worked. When it finally got powered up and everything, that's when she found out the location and went to go find him. I was like, okay.
You said find the location. Did she did he tell her the name of the place, and that's how she found the location? She
didn't tell her nothing. Just what's your number? Here you go. And I guess she used the number to find the location.
So that was on a bad writing in that essence, that or direction. Like you got to gam that people like, wait, how did she just like show up at the memorial?
Like, I can see they shared a Snapchat because Snapchat you could just look up the location, whatever. But it was like your number, and then it was just like a random GPS thing. And then another part that confused me: if you got the GPS to the location, why are you asking people for directions? How did you get lost? I had so many questions.
Because you got the location. What?
She was like,
wait, did she not have a phone? I'm like, you can't tell me you got a location, then just couldn't put it in like Google map and direction, and then just get like. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But still, I'm like, it's crazy that she's just gonna show up. Like, could she not have text him? Could she not?
That's what I was like, can you at least call the boy first? She just pulled. I'm gonna just go. I gotta go see him because she heard something about one of the guests were talking about their kid or something. She thought about it, was like, I need to take a chance. And I was just.
Okay. Well, you could take a chance, but you could have just texted him.
Hey, I'm on my way. Look for me.
Hey, like nothing. Spend some time with you because we both probably be leaving and going our separate ways again. So hey, let's meet up since we're in the same town. You got some time that we can go and like you said, for a drink, a brunch, or something that we can.
Nope.
She just showed up at the memo.
Just went there. And luckily, parents kind of liked it because she was kind of cool about it because she wasn't being awkward or nothing. She respected the mom. She was like, it made more sense to have a funeral before you die. If you ask me, I like she got a point. Tell me how you feel before I go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she want to enjoy her. Yeah, she want to enjoy her family before she go. Like
that was a good idea.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So what happened when she just pop up and then he see her? Like what happens?
Okay, so when she popped up, he was just like, "What are you doing here?" And they talked a little bit. She was like, "You didn't tell me your mom was passing away. I thought you, mind you, no, because on the plane, like before they got on the plane, they were talking. Then they got on the plane, they talked a little deeper because they had to end up sitting next to each other. That's why they said fate. It was a fate type of story because, something happened with his seat, so they had to move him to the seat next to her. But whatever, cool. So they had talked and everything about. Because she saw he had a tuxedo, so she was assuming he was going to a wedding too. He never told her where he was going because it was like a medieval type of memorial thing she had going, so it was kind of like a costume type of thing. Yeah. So she just assumed he was going to a wedding. He never told her anything. She was like, "Why you didn't tell me about the memorial?" First of all, he don't owe you nothing. But she was like, "Why you didn't tell me about the memorial?" And he was like, "I don't think I want what? Hi, stranger. My mom's about to die. I'm on." I feel him like what. What am I supposed to say? And he kind of snapped out a little bit because she was like, "Why do you always do everything in numbers? Like, you always playing your life out of numbers." He's like, "I'm sorry, miss, I can't charge my phone." No, I'm sorry, let my phone die, and I didn't just explain everything to a random stranger. You're just a girl I met on a plane, and she just.
That's the truth.
Oh, okay. I was like, "You're not wrong,"
I might have not had to ever show you again. Like, I'm like, how I get it?
What was I supposed to tell you? Oh yeah, my mom's dying, and then he like, "I'm sorry, I'm not giving my life story out." I felt him though, and so she was a little hurt. Oh my god! Then she took off. He was like, "Whatever." And the girl, the fairy, I call her the fairy because she just keep popping up. And she was like, "Here goes her backpack," and he was like, "Okay." So he had a backpack. So she went back. She got lost on her way back. The daddy had to come and save her, and she like, "Why didn't you fight for us?" And he was like, "Look here, baby girl. I didn't plan on falling in love. Me and your mom it just didn't work out. I just fell in love. It just happens like that sometimes. Da da da." And so of course the wifey pulls up. I love her. I really do. She was just like, "Is everything good?" Like, she's like, "I'm sorry for, messing up your reception." She's like, "Oh no, the food here is fire. Like, are y'all good? Because I know you're very important to him. That's why you're important to me." I said, bam, bam. How can you hate her?
Who was important? Wait, who important?
The wife, the new wife.
Oh, there you go. You win. You said the mom. I'm like, wait. The mom. Okay. Okay, the
Right.
wife did. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, the wife came in. She thought the wife would have been mad and everything, but like it's easy to tell why he fell for her though. She's very, chill. As soon as she got there, she got a spoil, got her dress and everything fitted. It's easy to love her. So she tried to be mad.
Nice. She was real nice.
Yeah. She was like, "You're important to your dad, so you're important to me. He talks about you a lot," and da da da. And so like, she just had to accept sometimes it just happens, bro. It's just life. He fell in love. The mom and them didn't fall. It is what it is. And the boy, the man, the dude, he had to do a speech right after talking to her when she exposed him for counting everything in numbers and stuff. And he did his speech and everything, and he was like, like so and so is how many times you said I love you. This is how many times you did this and that. And then he thought about it. He looked at her backpack. He looked at her backpack.
Oh, the influence that she would have upon his life.
He
will go broke just swinging it like she did, and no, continue.
I hate it. But he was like, all my life I've been counting everything in numbers and stuff. And one thing I can't calculate is you're just my mom. I call you my mom. You're not a number to me. And I was like, that was really sweet. That was really sweet. That he finally just accepted, like, I can't calculate everything. That's what I said. It wasn't more so they tried to make it a romance. I looked at it more as a healing type show. Of course, at the end he brought her the backpack. The brother just be chilling. They got cool. They got together, But overall, the message wasn't really just about love. I really felt like it was about healing. Like, even if they weren't to fall in love, they did share that certain bond that they understood each other on a level that they couldn't say to other people type thing. So that's why I said it wasn't like I wouldn't call it a romance. It is a romance, but I wouldn't call it a romance. It was more so heartwarming, healing type of story. So I give it popcorn, no butter. Popcorn, no.
No butter.
No butter. It don't need all that extra, but it is something good to think about.
Just the popcorn.
Just the popcorn. Could you spend some money on it? I don't think so. I wouldn't. Yeah,
so it's just a feel. But with this one, it was streaming, right? It came from just Netflix.
Yeah, it was on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, like I said, with that, like I said, it wasn't so much you even had to spend the money, but it was. So we'll put it like this: you didn't have to spend money. Was it worth your 2 hours? Do you ever feel like I said, you lost 2 hours, you never get their 2 hours back, but you be like, hey, you know what? It was a mellow 2 hours that you can enjoy, and you'll come away thinking,
okay, so I'm put like, okay, it has a slow start, but I liked it, the dynamic, because it's honest. If you meet a stranger, it's gonna be awkward silences. It's gonna be kind of cheesy pickup lines and so. But both of them remember what each said, which is kind of cool. So it's a slow start, but if you already got Netflix, you won't be missing out. It is worth it if you already got a Netflix account stuff.
You say it's worth the Eeyore. The Eeyore started off kind of slow, but it picked up.
It was a slow beat. It was like, okay, they're finna fall in love. Da, da. I ain't gonna lie, it just hit me when they came with all the family drama and stuff. I was like, oh, so it's not go find him, go be with him. It was just like, oh. So it was unexpected plot twist, but slow build up. Great reward. It's worth watching if you want something deep. So yeah. That's my review.
So like I said, in the ultimate end, like I said, did they hook up or what happened with the two?
Yeah, they ended up dating. He brought her the backpack, and he was like, "I'm sorry for the way I snapped down," and she was like, "No, it's cool. Like, say something. You say something." It was kind of like that type of thing. Like both of us
The
knew we
little
were
tension,
childish.
everybody they trying to feel each other out. Like, do you really like? Especially after the last time he was like, "You just a woman, I mean, I can teach you."
Yeah, she was like, "Word." Then she was like, "I'm just sorry. I'm just." It was cute. It was an honest, realistic, should I say, point of view on things. You meet a stranger, can I use your charger? Sure. Well, we might as well talk because we're just in here. Then it just builds into something bigger than they expected. They actually understood each other.
That's good. That's good. All right, then. Until next time, my movie connoisseurs, it is Big Unk here with Ridunculoso and Nae-Nae. Thanks for the review, honey. Here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Until next time, keep that popcorn popping.